Hello everyone and welcome to a new series on my channel. This is Sir Ar-Gimilkhad speaking, and today we finally begin the long-awaited Ar-Adûnâim campaign in the version 5, of course, as you can see here at the top of the screen. This will be, in fact, beta gameplay. However, I have made some modifications to the Ar-Adûnâim in terms of their conscription, and another special unit that they should honestly have in version 5 that they don't currently have in version 4. If you guys want to, you can read through the introduction here, but as far as I'm aware, there are no changes in this from version 4, or even, well, version 4.5 is what everyone is on. But if you want to read through that, you can. Our specialty is that we have auxiliary recruitment, where we can recruit units from other human factions, a select few, and use them to bolster our forces. We start off as a horde. We can rebuild Fornost and Osgiliath, and our rare units are Naru and Aru Royal Knights, which come from Numenorian cities. Now, let's go ahead and begin this battle. Most of our units are going to be infantry focused. Cavalry is very rare outside of auxiliaries and those Royal Knights. But I am very excited to start this series off today. I know the hot seat did not go well. We ended up having scheduling issues, and a few players kind of dropped out of the scene. So that's why it never happened. I never did a part 2 because honestly, all of my turns from turn 10 to like turn 30, there were almost no battles at all. And I finally got to the point where I was going to have another battle against Gondor. Well, my first battle against them, but then that's when the campaign died out. So I apologize that the hot seat did not continue on my channel. I think everyone else did 3 or 4 episodes. I did 1, but my first episode was at the equivalent of 2 episodes, so it is what it is. Welcome to Divide and Conquer. Here's the return of the Ar-Adûnâim. You guys can read through this if you would like. I'm just going to scroll through. Again, nothing has changed from version 5 to version 4. And then the rest of these are just retinues that we get. Now, we are going to start all the way up here in Ar-Adûnâim, and I think we're going to land in Daer, which is a Numenorian city right here off the coast, and then we will kind of creep our way up the river to get to Tharbad, but we'll give Dunlin some time to build Tharbad up so that we don't need to put as much money into it. There are a few good settlements up the river, like Siduri on the left bank, Argond, Beredvin. We can even take Balorn down here, and Lond Angren, I believe it is, that's down over here as well. So I am going to basically cut the recording here, load up my men to the ships. We have Gimilthon, Ar-Gimilkhad, and Lord Gimilzor. Now this army is completely auto-gen, so we don't really get to pick, but it looks like we got a good balance of 6 footmen, 4 archers, and 4 halberdiers. Doesn't look like we got any crossbows though, which is a little unfortunate, but the enemies that we're going to be fighting, we don't really need crossbows. So, I'll load these guys up onto our ships, and I will cut it back when we make landfall. Alright guys, and we have finally made it. It takes about 12 turns to sail straight here. However, by the time you get to this tile I was at least the route that I went, I basically couldn't really move my army anymore. So, I'm going to count it as 13 turns to disembark. So, we have the Kingdom of Saarline here, Siduri, which has not been taken yet by Ar-Adûnâim, so it is completely undeveloped and honestly not that attractive of a province. But it does have good resources, 802 income by the AI right now. I mean, look at all of these villages that we could basically conquer and extract tax revenue from. So, we are going to set our faction heir. Or should we send Gimilthon? I think we'll use Gimilthon. I think he has archers, so we'll use him. And the Abrazarnam Nardud Buweeb, and then a few footmen, because it's mostly just archers and Saarline mercenaries in a middleman town, which has low walls, I believe. Let's get Gimilthon, archers, let's grab 2 of these, and some footmen. And that should honestly be more than enough to take it. So we're going to attack that settlement, get 2 rams there. We can even recruit some mercenaries if we want to. And then here at Daer, Ar-Adûnâim has developed this city. It also starts out well developed. It starts with a ballista maker and a blacksmith. which is really nice because now we can immediately get some good armor upgrades on our forces here by capturing Daer. So it's quite a attractive province. Now they only have 4 units in it, so we won't need too much. Perhaps we could send another army up the river here. Maybe take Beredvin or take Argond. The other option would be Lond Angrance down farther south over here. Let us have our faction leader, Ar-Gimilkhad, attack this settlement. He will take with him some halberdiers, 1 archer, some spears, and the Abrazarnim Narduzagar. And maybe we take 1 more unit, because Gimilzor has a very powerful melee unit, so maybe we take the Razadon Footman here. Yeah, this will work with me. He will declare war on Daer and attack it. We'll get some ladders. That'll do. 1 turn to take this place. And Sacklethor can sail farther up north. And I don't remember exactly where Argond is. I think it's somewhere right up here. We could even take this fort for free upkeep if we wanted to. I mean, right now our whole army is free. I'm feeling Argond is the way to go, but Beredvin is also controlled by Enedwythe on the first turn here. So I think we'll go for that. I think it's just right where this diplomat is. So he'll disembark next turn. We can decide if we want Argond or if we want Kyril over here. Our agents, I forgot to put them in the ship, so I've just been walking them up. But we have discovered most of Gondor's land with our spy and our diplomat, who is going to go to the west here and discover the castle of Thara-Grandost. Now, so I did say at the beginning that I added a unit to the Ar-Adûnâim that they should have, but they currently do not in either version, even in the beta. I had to add this myself. It has been long requested that they gain access to the trebuchet, and so I've taken the liberty myself to assign the Siegeworks building to be constructible by the Ar-Adûnâim, because I feel they should be able to make the ultimate siege weapon. They should not be stuck with the inferior catapult or ballista. So they can now train those just by building the tier 3 Siegeworks, which just requires a, I think it's just a town or a large town, and then like a basic castle will do it. Alright, we've discovered Thara-Grandost, so our spy will head north here. And we can even talk to Isengard if we want to, although there's actually nothing we can do right now without having any territory. And I'm not going to forge any alliances yet. Although Isengard is a potential ally, just because we can't conscript their units, but we can conscript all the others here. So let's take a quick look. Let's peek at Beredvin. Looks like it is currently, yeah, they don't have anything here right now, so we could just go and take it. There's only 2 guys, Gormal and some Falon border guards. This is one of the new units of Enedwythe. They have 0 armor until they're upgraded. They're basically completely naked warriors, but they have a very good defense skill, shield, and a solid attack of 4. They are spears, of course, and they get 190 soldiers. I'm a big fan of these guys. I've enjoyed playing them a lot in my Enedwythe campaign tests that I've been doing lately. So let's go ahead and conquer Beredvin. We're going to take as much territory as we can right off the bat here. Question is, should we take Siduri or Daer first? I think we should take Daer just because it is a city and we want this to be our capital right off the bat. Let's grab some Saurline mercenaries, 1 with them, and then probably 1 with Gimilthon. Oh, actually we can't get 2 with Gimilthon. What happened? Should we grab 2 and just send these men in to sacrifice themselves for the greater good? I feel like we should. It's only 650 for each. Let's go ahead and fight that. Ar-Gimilkhad versus Dorlos, who has the newish, I think. I think these guys were existing before. Clan Heralds, a javelin, and a 2-handed sword-wielding bodyguard for Enedwythe. Although I think the current bodyguard for Enedwythe uses like a dagger and a broadsword. So now they've been changed to a 2-handed weapon, and of course their javelin is still pretty solid, effective against armor, and very high accuracy. Let's see, we're gonna call this save Pirates of the Angren, or no, Pirates of the Grey Flood. Oh wait, we can't even do that. Is this the Grey Flood River? Pirates of the, oh man, I'm so bad at coming up with names on the spot. Pirates of the Booty. and we will go on to the battlefield where our Grand King, Ar-Gimilkhad, will lead the assault, with him leading the front line battle here as we take down the gates and conquer this ancient Numenorian city that has been in the hands of fishermen, barbarous fishermen, who have no right to claim this land. This is of true Numenorian heritage. Look at him right here with the Naru and Aru Royal Guard, looking amazing with that super bronze armor there, kind of looking like Roman legionaries, honestly, and that's what I love about the officers. So we will send in the mercenaries first. No sense in sending in our brave men. Can you guys get on that ram? And then you guys will grab this ladder and go up that side. And then we will have one of our footmen take this ladder, but they will deploy a little farther back. Gimilkhad, we don't really need you on anything, but let's get the other footmen on this ladder and have them go for a wide flank, like right over here will be good. And let's start that battle. They do have ballista towers, so we need to be quick. You guys on the city, and yeah, welcome to Daer. This city is of, well, as you can see, it's definitely a Gondorian city on the map, or Arnorian, with the amazing towers. It is also a large city, not quite a huge city, I believe. And off in the side here, you can actually see the river, which is something I'm a big fan of this settlement. Being able to see the terrain features on the battle map is always nice. Wow, these guys are getting destroyed by those Kife huntsmen. This is one of the new units of Enedwaith, Kife Huntsman, a solid early tier missile unit. Only 3 missile attacks, 6 defense. I think they've got armor on. And they are of average accuracy, so not amazing units by any means, but still cheap and cost effective. They all have these cool hoods on. They are, well, what they look like. They are huntsmen. They hunt for a living, and they wear the pelts of their kills. And our Ar-Adûnâim footmen are getting to the walls now. Thankfully, these ones have shields, so they can tank the arrows a little better than our Saarline mercenaries can. I mean, look at how many bodies just dropped over here on the way in. Tragic, utterly tragic. But once we climb the walls, now they do have a ballista, but it's way in the back, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, it's way back here, wow. I mean, it can do damage to us, but nothing that we're afraid of losing. The Kife Huntsmen are not great in melee. They have their armor upgrades, which will help them last longer, but they won't do that much damage. And of course, Ar-Adûnâim footmen. Let's see what these guys' stats are. 4 attack, 14 defense. Similar to the Faolon border guards, except they actually have armor equipped and a lot more at that. Now, once they get in here and they land on the walls, they'll start stabbing down these Kife Huntsmen. Ar-Adûnâim footmen on this side as well, climbing up the wall. All is doing well so far. Our main killer is going to be the Royal Guard here of Gimilkhad, and I kind of want to get him engaged early, because his bodyguard, we won't be able to get free upkeep for a very long time on him, so it'd probably be better to call some of his numbers, as it's kind of a weird thing to say, let's kill off our faction leader's bodyguard. But I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Alright, let us rush these gates now, drop that battering ram, please. There we go, get in there, please. Now, they do have farmhand pikemen, which must have armor upgrades. Yep, 4 armor because of the blacksmith here. So it does make these guys a little more formidable. Now, if you play as Enedwaith, this city is actually occupied by a almost full stack of a spear type unit and halberd unit. They get cell swords. They get quite a few units, actually. Part of their new clan called the Leodon. And we won't see any in this battle, but I hope we'll see some soon. Basically, you can think of the Leodon as equivalents to the Ar-Adûnâim footmen and the Ar-Adûnâim halberdiers. They are the clan of Enedwaith that decided that they would reject the rest of the clan traditions and occupy the Numenorian city here, using their arms and armor of the Numenorians that used to live there. Alright, now footmen, surely you can kill these huntsmen a little bit quicker. That would be nice. I just don't want to be shot at by any of the towers here. But I think we will be okay. We'll put you behind the walls here just in case that ballista wants to shoot. And hopefully we can kill off these huntsmen a little quicker. I think once we get everything in melee and surround them, they should die. Of course, that extra armor they have is helping them, but maybe that'll mean that our halberdiers will fare battle as well. Of course, half of their unit is on the wall and half of them is on the ground, so that makes it a little tougher to properly engage them here. Yeah, they want to get on the walls for some reason. But if we can just force path all of our units here through them, I think we'll be okay. And now where are our archers? Because we do not want to be engaging the pikemen over here in melee. That will take forever to kill, and they will get a lot of kills on us. We are killing off these huntsmen though. This is great. They are down to only 90, and they should be routing very soon, I would hope. Of course, this is the age of the game here, just showing, of course, that, well, the game has some issues. It is Medieval 2. It did come out in 2006, so there's going to be a few issues here and there. Let's go ahead and throw this on ×2. I want to get more of this campaign done in this first episode, which will probably be a full hour long. You guys start shooting at those halberdiers. Now, Rosodon bowmen aren't amazing. Only 3 missile attack and average accuracy, so very similar to the Kife huntsmen, but they do have decent armor. And I really love that kind of Roman look that this whole faction has. It's so nice. Alright, now the farmhand pikemen, just because they don't have any armor, they are dying, which is great. We will have to use, man, what are we going to use against these clan heralds? Ooh, they actually have the full armor upgrade. So, when Enadwaith, when you finish their script or get your maxed armor upgrade on your generals, they will have this silver, or no, sorry, this black and yellow, or yellow and gray, yellow and silver, however you want to say it. It's definitely gray and yellow, yeah, gray and yellow tabards that they wear, and I really like that. I think it's very unique in this game. No one else kind of has this kind of yellowish color scheme going on, except for maybe Rune, but even them, I wouldn't really count that, to be honest with you guys. It's kind of a... I mean, it's golden armor that they're wearing. It's definitely not silver or yellow. Well, these Kife huntsmen are now dying. We'll have to send our mercenaries up and around. I want to get these guys to go rush the ballista, which is probably going to be useless. I'll let these guys run up there as well. I'm going to put this on ×6. We'll just keep shooting them as well as we can. Let's try to shoot at those clan heralds now, weaken them down. They don't have shields, so this is a weakness of them. They have okay armor, but again, when you don't have a shield, it's gonna hurt. So they are gonna start throwing their javelins at us. But again, I don't care about our Starline mercenaries. They are here to die. Uh-oh. That's not good. The ballista is firing at us. Let's pull out there. Let's see. We will need our other... footmen here to get on that ballista as quickly as possible. I wasn't expecting that thing to actually start attacking us yet. Actually, maybe you guys can run up there. Alright, so footmen, you guys run up that way. How are you still in melee? There must be some huntsmen fighting to the death there or something. But yeah, if we can just be careful with the positioning of our archers, we should be able to avoid all that damage. Although also, if we can get our archers in a position to start firing at the ballista, we will beat them in a skirmish engagement here. Let's just try to push through these pikemen and get onto these clan heralds. Yeah, archers, how about you start shooting those ballista? I think it's going to be a arcing shot, but that's okay. Yeah, looks like we are dying a lot here. I don't think spear wall is good at all. Yeah, and these pikemen are just doing a number to us. Of course, halberdiers in this game are kind of in a weird position where, I mean, yeah, they're good against armor, but they're not great in combat, and they're not great defensively, I feel. They have very niche uses. Like, I mean, I'd rather use these guys against dwarves than my spearmen, of course. And here are those cool two-handed swords that the clan heralds use. I really like those. And of course, they are one of the weaker bodyguards in this game, and we will crush them with our superior, very superior sword power. Alright, well, we're not getting any good shots. Let's shoot at the farmhand pikemen. And then let's have these guys rush in. We just need to get onto that ballista as quickly as possible. So if we shoot down those pikemen... Yep, there they are, dying to our superior arrowheads. Wow, our Starline mercenaries got completely destroyed here. I am surprised. I mean, these clan heralds do have a very good melee attack of, what is it, 12? Wow, okay. They decimated us. I was not paying attention there. Well, we have more reinforcements that will come in now. Hopefully we don't take too much damage from those javelins. Oh, yep, that ballista shot is going to skewer a lot of our men. We're losing a little more than I was expecting, I'm not going to lie. Archers, how about you run this way, and then run over there, and then run over there, and then engage the ballista. Alright, Starline mercenaries, you should be able to kill these clan heralds now. Let's activate Numenorian war cry to kind of weaken the enemy a little bit. Not sure what that does exactly. And the bodyguard of Enidwith really showing its colors here. It's actually stronger than I had suspected. Let's go ahead and rush this ballista. Don't let them shoot at us, please. Any shots right now are going to do way too much damage. Alright, and we've shut them down. This is great. We will send in Gimilkhad, and our bowmen have managed to flank just as we needed them to. Alright, Gimilkhad, get up here now, boy. And it's just a matter of time now. We did lose 26% of this force, but it was mostly just our mercenary troops, and that's why I wanted to hire them. I knew we would take some damage here. Gimilkhad, get into shield wall, and then push into these farmhand pikemen from the flank. They should die any second now. What are his stats anyway? I have to like 12 attack. Yeah, 13 attack, 31 defense. An amazing bodyguard here. Like I did say, I wanted to lose some of their numbers in this battle, and then I saved them for the very end. Of course, they will fight to the death here. Did we kill their general? Doesn't look like we did. He's somewhere in this melee grind. Let's just let the bodyguard deal with the rest now. And yep, this battle is indeed going to be over. Looks like it's just their general now. If we surround him, yeah, he'll die. There he goes. What was his name? Gorthor or whatever? Dorlas. Dorlas has fallen this day, and we have taken our capital city of Daer. So this campaign is off to a good start. I know a common start that people like to do is they like to go for Tharbad, and there is an argument to be made for that, but I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to go up the river starting from the ocean and work our way up. And that should give us more land and give us a better foothold, I feel. Especially if Dunland or Bree can actually increase the buildings in Tharbad so that we don't need to spend as much money there. That will be very nice. And we will occupy it. We'll only get 37 gold compared to 36 that we get from sacking. I really feel like sacking needs to be made more profitable, but in this game it is not. So we're going to occupy. And welcome to our capital of Daer. Now, unfortunately, there's like no Numenorian population here, so we need to fix that. Let's get rid of that Hunters Guild. We can't use that, but everything else we should be able to use. It's too bad they didn't get the fishery built here, because that does give more trade. Now, if we build a conscription camp, we can get all of these units, even some Dunish units. Because I didn't mess with that. I forgot about the Dunland units. But here we go. We can get Kefei Huntsmen, which we saw there. Of course, they're pretty weak and equivalent to our Rosodon archers. But I felt like it was a plausible slave unit. Falon border guards. These guys just scream to me like they are also, well, slave units. I mean, they have no armor at all. And you just give them a spear and a shield. And Mordag fishermen to give us a nice low-tier javelin unit. They did have a horse javelin unit called Philani Herders, but I felt like for a all-foot faction, like a faction that doesn't have cavalry like us, it just didn't make sense to enslave some guys and give them horses, because then they could just, I feel like they would just run away. They wouldn't want to fight for you. However, when we get our auxiliary outposts to the second tier and we get the Barracks of True Sons, we get much better units. We will unlock the, did I miss a unit? I missed a unit. I wanted to put the Falon Warriors up there, but it looks like I forgot them. I might have to look into that. We will get more Dag Skirmishers, a direct upgrade to the Fishermen. and Phylani war wagons, because I thought this would be a very fun unit to have. And of course, we can get the Dunland Mounted Warband and Dunlanding Horsemen. But should we want to build that first, it will hurt our public order. Minus 80% to happiness, but 30% to law. We do get trade and income. However, that's really going to hurt our... Actually, we don't have any happiness, so there's actually no downside to this. So we're going to go ahead and grab that, I feel, and just immediately start conscripting troops. Although I kind of need that Dark Sanctuary for that public order, or that culture bonus. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to be losing money for a second. Let's go ahead and take Siduri. Let's recruit some bandits just so that we can throw their lives away. New seat of power, yada yada yada. Alright, Gimilkhad, show us what you can do. Captain Lakan versus Gimilkhad. Now, unfortunately, there isn't much money to be made here at Siduri, but it does have a lot of resources, being in the form of those fisheries and the, what do you call them? The villages. There are a ton of villages in this land, so it will give us plenty of that good tax income. Alright, so let's have you just like that. You do have crossbows. Beruthiel's Watch is a crossbow unit. Let's get the 2 Ar-Adûnâim bowmen. For the most part, we can just shoot up and over the walls here and use our bandits to take the walls. We even have the Ar-Adûnâim Nadubawib, a very potent ranged unit. Everyone can fire at will, and bandits start moving up now. Hopefully the Beruthiel's Watch can actually get some decent shots in. It's going to be tough because they are crossbows, and they don't have the best arc of fire. We'll see if they can make any good contact here. See, where are they shooting? Looks like they are shooting... I'm not sure what they're shooting at. Maybe we can have them flank around this side. Oh yeah, they are taking archer tower fire already. Are you serious? That's not cool. I don't want to be losing them this early. But I think if we get them in this position, they'll be able to shoot a lot better. Have you guys move up? We've killed about 3%. Not terrible, but not great either. Let's get into a better firing position. And there are a lot of mercenaries in here that we need to kill. But we do have a good counter to them in the form of those archers. Especially if we can start flanking them from over here, that will be great. If you guys start shooting down the flank, perfect shots. And can you guys shoot at anything? I think this angle will be good enough for the crossbows to shoot just over the walls. It's still hard to tell. They shoot very straight. Do they have two-handed swords on their back, or are those one-handed? Looks pretty cool. Yep, they can just shoot up and over, which is great. This will do a lot of damage to these Sarline mercenaries who have no defense against arrows like this. We've killed 8%. Let's just go ahead and speed it up while we bust down the gates. Now you guys catch them. Don't let them run away. Do not let them run away. Alright, well, they did run away. That's fine, though. Now you guys pull back a second. Let's try to shoot them down with our bows and use that to our advantage. Ar-Adûnâim bowmen get into regular stance. What do they have? Kife huntsmen? Okay, so nothing that's too threatening. And thankfully they are just arcing their shots and wasting their ammo. We'll let them keep doing that for a second. Have our bowmen move up and start shooting at those Sarline mercs. I'm not too worried about their archers. I will let them just shoot off all of their ammo. Oh, and now we're doing a lot of damage as they try to run up. This is perfect. Oh, but we are taking damage from the towers because they got too close. That's not cool. Oh, they do have clan heralds over here. They do have a general that we need to kill. Well, he's going down very quickly to arrows. So this is them without the armor upgrade. They just have chainmail and leather equipped and some capes. They're not as much of a threat. Alright, wow, those towers really like to shoot us. Just our general here. I can't believe that. Well, I guess we'll just have to let him take some damage. Until our bandits can deal with the rest of these mercenaries. I think if we just rush them through, though, we can kill them quicker and get them out of here. I mean, yeah, these halberdiers have a very slow attack animation, which also kind of weakens them a bit. Perfect, they are routing, and we just keep shooting them down, we will win. Now, you guys shoot at something else. Now, we do have a lot of Kife huntsmen to deal with, but what can you do? We can start to shoot them, though, that's what we can do. And now, bandits, I'm hoping you guys can kill these clan heralds by surrounding them. Perfect.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their
Why don't you guys pull out this way? Gimilkhad, you get over here. And we did take some damage, but that is okay. How much ammo do these guys actually have? Oh my goodness. They just do not seem to be running out. You guys will run up and help with the combat there. And then, are you guys in a good firing position? I think, yep, they can arc the shots just up and over onto those Kife hunters. Alright, we'll let our infantry deal with the rest from here. Let's go into shield wall and hopefully push into these mercenaries. Alright, halberds are dying quickly. Do the Kife huntsmen still have arrows left, do they? Wow, okay. Let's get our second unit of footmen in. Representative Nardubaweeb are still just shooting at the huntsmen, but most of them are dead, which is good. And I think if we just rush in the rest of our footmen, we will win. This is what I'm saying. These Starland mercenaries got destroyed by our spearmen, and they're about equal in terms of strength. I mean, 5 attack with AP and 8 defense. Okay, well, we do have 14 defense, so maybe, you know, there is some serious discrepancy there. I want to get you guys on those archers, have them stop firing at us. And yeah, this battle is over. Let's use, what's this ability do? Warcry, let's use that. I think it makes the enemies have lower morale, which makes it easier to rout them. Alright, and we have taken our second city, Suduri. This is going well. And then I think next turn we can go for Beredvin. Each city that we do take will help our income and help offset our very, very poor King's Purse once you do take a settlement. Of course, our army is free in the early game when you don't have a city. That's how hordes work, but once you occupy a settlement, you will start to lose money. Something I don't really get with the Ar-Adûnâim, I guess they don't want you to have a massive army. Like, it's expected for you to lose most of your army taking out a city. And of course, 14 turns in having a full stack like this is very, very powerful. Alright, so we're going to occupy, we're going to have to put those taxes to low and get a dark sanctuary. Probably should have exterminated the people here now that I think about it, and it sucks that we have to sit in place for a while to convert the population, but this is the way. Now we can save some of our income by putting our more expensive troops into this fort, so we will do that. I think we can take all of these guys out, capture that fort. This is good, and now we should be able to take Beredvin next turn. And yeah, this population does kind of suck. Let's go ahead and just put a watchtower down and hope for the best here. If we get a town hall or a meeting hall, that should bump us up to 70 and would give us free upkeep on raiders. We could at least get some free units, but I feel like getting the culture first and then going for the meeting hall. Although maybe meeting hall first, that way we get 5% public order. It won't rebel or anything, and then we can get the Dark Sanctuary. Alright, this is looking great so far. Now, Gimilkhad, you can go over here and just pop a watchtower up on our border just to give us a little more vision. That looks really cool, standing out from everything else. It sticks out a lot. It shows you that these are not just any normal people hanging out here. We are the King's Men, and we will conquer all of Ar-Adûnâim. It's kind of history repeating itself here. Ar-Adûnâim had lost all their great forests to the Numenorians back in the Second Age, and now we are doing it again in the Third Age. First, once we take Tharbad, that should help our income a lot. We could also take Ulkfood, which is Ar-Adûnâim's capital. That settlement will make a load of money for us. But I don't want to just rush Ar-Adûnâim like that. Let's give them a fighting chance, shall we? And Daer can get a Fighters Guild. What does that actually do for us? Let's see here. Fighters Guild. Let's see, this will let us get Ar-Adûnâim Armsmen if we upgrade it, which is great. There's also the Raiders Guild and the Brotherhood of True Sons, which will give us the weapon upgrade. I suppose the fighter pit's not bad just to get these guys, because they are very, very good. So we'll go for that here. Now, it looks like Suduri is rebelling. This kind of sucks. So perhaps we can grab one more unit from Daer and slap it in there for better military defense. Maybe one more too? That's still at 70%. It's the best we can do at the moment. I mean, we could grab more of these guys, like maybe some bowmen. It won't even get us to 70. Wow. Can we... What if we do all of them? What's that going to get us to? We're still at 70, so it's not helping with the repression at all. Well, that's fine. If we lose a couple of troops to rebellions or whatever, that's okay with me. Alright, now, Beruthiel, do you get any garrison units? Looks like you don't, so this will be an easy assault for Gimilkhad. We might have to exterminate the populace here just to actually have some public order, because expansion is going to be really slow when we need to build our culture anywhere. There has been a suggestion that I did see that I really like, and I need to pass it on. I don't know if anyone in the modding council has seen it or not, but the suggestion is to give the Ar-Adûnâim a special guild that they can only build on like one city, basically wherever they first take as a settlement, which would let them basically train generals, because you can't train their regular generals outside of Umbar, so that's a little sad there. So we basically have to rely on adoptions. Bowman, let's have you guys go on to this flank. You can stay back a little bit. And let's go ahead and engage. You guys run up. Now, Falon Bordigard, no armor at all. It's just a shield bonus. So if we can get flanking shots on them, they should die very quickly. Put this on time 6, make this battle nice and quick. And let's see how these shots go. Is this going to be a perfect arc over, or is it going to be up high? Okay, it's a little too high. Let's pull back a little bit. Still, any shots that hit these guys should basically kill them as they hit their backs. Oh, we killed like, what, 1? 2? That was a very bad volley. It was just the positioning. We were too close to the walls to shoot properly. If you guys can all just pull back, that would be great. Wait, they're coming out of the walls? I'm sorry? What? Okay, well, I guess they want to fight us out of the walls, so... Let's take our general now. Why don't you guys shoot at the clan heralds, wherever they went. No sense in sitting our armor-piercing units against these guys. This is going to be a very even fight. Looks like we're about trading 1 for 1, even though they have... better defense skill, we have better arms and armor. But they won't be able to beat our Ar-Adûnâim armsmen. This is one of my favorite units in the game in terms of appearance. I just think they look fantastic with that heavy armor. It's so unique. It's like heavy Roman plate mail. Now let's charge in there. Now, these guys' skill at arms and attack is just absurd. What is it, like 14 attack? 13 attack, yep, 28 defense. They can shield wall. They're good in deserts, not like that's going to matter at all in this campaign. Now, once we get these guys to shaken, we will use our war cry to weaken that morale of theirs. Yep, they are dying so quickly now that we're flanking them. Why don't you guys push into shield wall? Let's just crush these guys. Come on, armsmen, cut them down. Now, lately I've been playing quite a bit of Mordhau. My friends got me back into that game, so I've had a lot of fun playing that, and I have decided that my best weapon, and the one that I like to main the most, is indeed the Falx, which we should see in this campaign. I will go into the files and edit it so that I can have the Falon warriors recruitable for us at the Barracks of True Sons, because that one, it's basically these same guys, but they have Falxes. And it is just so good looking. Alright, they are still eager. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Mordhau, experiencing around with light armor classes with Falxes, and then I went on to put a little more heavier armor on, and I've been doing very well, actually, getting a lot of kills. And of course, if you guys haven't played Mordhau, I highly recommend it. It's on sale right now, just like virtually every other Steam game at the moment. Let's activate that war cry, see if we can kill these border guard a little bit quicker. They're fighting to the death, it would seem, but it's probably just because of these clan heralds and their general keeping them alive. Plus, this is their home. Yeah, we didn't lose a single armsman, did we? Wow, that's crazy. Alright, let's pull back. Let's not lose them to javelins. I'm going to save these guys from javelins, because that would just not be fun if they died to that. There's only 2 of these guys outside. Look, they stab us, but they just don't do any damage. Alright, please kill these last 2. Kill this last one. He should die any second now. I love that combo hit that these swords can do. And again, I don't want to be hit by clan heralds. Let's just go into ×6 speed. Oh, whoa, did this guy actually kill one of our men? I think he did. Oh, well, that's fine. Oh, it must be the archers. It must be the towers now. Oh, this is fine. If we can just rush him in there. Yeah, it's probably stopped shooting now. Well, we'll let them do the last shot. They're only down to 1 anyway. I know, as long as we don't get any javelins thrown at us, we'll be okay. Oh, these armsmen are so sick. Alright, let's run in there. Another thing I realized I've been saying is I've been saying I'll be playing some Warhammer content and battles on my channel, and I just haven't gotten into it. I don't know what it is. It's like, as soon as I said I was going to, I just kind of stopped playing Warhammer because I got so burned out of my Skaven campaigns that I was playing. Oh well, I have been picking up extra shifts at work now that I'm on winter break, so that's probably killed my exhaustion. Alright, well the rest of these clan heralds are falling. Now I don't like how this tower is still shooting at us. It's probably just this one guy there. Alright, well that is the battle. We have taken Barad-Vin. We're going to try just to occupy this settlement. I don't want to break any of the buildings. And plus, eventually we can upgrade it to be a proper Numenorian city. Or, well, castle, I mean. Yeah, it would be interesting if the convert option was in this game. But I understand why it's not. There are just so many unique settlements, and they don't want to have you be able to convert Minas Tirith to like some generic wildman town. That would be ridiculous. But I feel like maybe at the lower tiers it should be possible, but it might be a nightmare figuring out which settlements use what type of culture. For example, maybe you want to convert Barad-Vin to a town and you're the dwarves. But what if the dwarf town was used for, I don't know, Moria as a battle map, for example? That's not how it works, but that is what I would imagine would be the issue. Alright, now it does not like us. I'm worried about exterminating it because I don't want to get rid of the fishery. Let's see here. Can we save? I don't want to get rid of the fishery if I exterminate it. That's a lot of population too. Definitely not gonna like us. Let's occupy it. It can't be that bad. Okay, it's 50%. It's pretty bad. It is quite bad indeed. Yeah, we might have to go exterminate that. I just wanted to see. I wish you could see what the population is before you make that decision. But yeah, we're just gonna have to exterminate that because at 51%, we are not gonna be able to hold that. So I need to get over that little issue I have with exterminating settlements. But this is a case where we need to do it. I don't like to save scum, for example, but I just wanted to see. I didn't know where we would be here, so if we had just occupied it and stayed like that, it would have surely rebelled, an army would have spawned in there, and we would have lost it. So, let's exterminate it. Looks like we actually kept everything, so no worries there. Now, I believe this is only temporary, but of course having less people is going to help our culture quite a bit. We will go straight for the Dark Sanctuary and raise the population culture here, and looks like that's all we can do there. Thankfully we do get free upkeep on the Ar-Adûnâim Narduteric. I'm not sure why. Is that because of the Mott and Bailey? What is letting us train that unit? Oh, it might just be the warrior's hut. That must be it. It must be that gives us the free upkeep. It must let us, because the retraining here. That's what it does. Cool. That is good to see. Now let's send Sacklethor up a little bit just to kind of scout out, see what's going on at Tharbad. Now they do have quite a few Dunlending units here. We'll let them keep developing it. Let them spend their money on that settlement. We have Argond right across the bay over here, but same thing. I think we'll let Dunland take it and kind of build it up, and we'll just work on Enedwythe and perhaps going northwest. Not sure yet. I think that's all we can do. Let's move our spy up here. Valoran is also another good settlement to take for money. It does have very good mines, but it's currently undeveloped. So again, Enedwythe can build that up. The question is, who should we trade with? Should we trade with Bree? Maybe the High Elves? Not sure. We definitely, right now we're only going to get trade between our cities. Oh hey look, Bree wants trade. This is perfect. Let's go ahead and take that. Why not? I don't think we're going to get any trade with them actually, now that I think about it. Let's sell them some map information, because we don't have much going on at the moment. Let's just try 500 gold. Alright, they won't take that. Yeah, we don't have any trade routes with Bree possible, not without them being at the coastline or them bordering us. But that's fine. The settlements we have aren't terribly rich. Daer did get buffed in the latest beta patch notes, giving it a few more resources and stuff. Because before, when I was doing my Enedwythe tests and I took Daer, it was making me like 1,000 gold a turn. Like mostly developed, it got to maybe 15 to 1,800. Ooh, this guy's got management talent. That's good to see. Yeah, he'll be good to take. We will adopt this man. He is a bit old, but that's fine. Numenorians can live forever. Oh, we get the Narunar Fighters Guild already? I'm gonna have to go for that because getting Ar-Adûnâim armsmen just like that is amazing. Alright, so you can probably stay in Daer. I'm not sure. No, Gimilkhad has to stay there. But Siduri is kind of fixing itself right now. This is good. The question is, where do we expand next? I think Lond Angren would be the next idea. Now I'm going to toggle the Fog of War. I know where everything is, but this is just to show you guys. If we were to go northwest, there's Brigos, but this is just a village, so not too important. Argond is a castle. Lond Angren is a town. Valoran is a castle. And basically, I want to stick to the coast, but even Alkfood itself is coastal, so it's not a bad idea to take that. I should actually test the conscription camp to see if that gives us the Falon warriors. Whoa, this gives us nothing here? I'm sorry? What? Okay, I need to check the region here for Siduri because that gives us nothing here at all. Okay, so let's note to self, check the conscription camp for the region here and see what's going on because we're not getting anything there. That's kind of freaky. I mean, we can get the money, but we're not going to get any troops. How about over here? Okay, so here we can get the 3 units, and then we can get these guys here. Yeah, so I need to see what I need to add to get the Falon warriors, because those guys are really cool. Siduri finishes meeting hall, which is great, and we are losing money. I mean, that's to be expected at this stage in the campaign. Let's see, who costs the most here? Probably you, and then you... And you, because you're full, and you. If you guys run into there, give us that free upkeep. We're getting better. Now, we could send Astamir to go take Lond Angren, and I think he will. So let's gather a force with him. What do you mean we can't put a watchtower there? What? That's so weird. It must be because of the fishing village. And let's take these mercenaries, just kind of expend their usefulness, and grab 2 archers, because we're not going to be worried about defending this for a while. Grab 1 more footman. You guys will all just hang out in the fort for this turn, and then Astamir will lead them to the south. We'll do a few more minutes here, maybe try to get Daer if we can. Can we move him all the way over here? Yes, we can. Let's get that watchtower. Alright, we're looking good. I kind of want to train this unit. Would we get free upkeep? Let's see here. I don't think we would. You know, we most certainly wouldn't, but we could put this guy into a fort and then have these guys be free. They are super powerful. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. Now, I kind of want to capture this fort too. So let's get a few watchtowers built here. And should we go farther? I don't know if we should. It's kind of risky. Oh yeah, there's an Enedwaith army right there. Yeah, pull back, pull back. They'll probably attack us, but his bodyguard is so good anyway, I think he'll be able to live and auto-resolve. And probably kill some of these guys. Let's look at his retinue here. So he's got the Ar-Adûnâim helmet. Biographer, Castamir's battle helm, which you give to your next heir. And the Old King's banner. That's really cool. I love the lore on these. This general goes into battle with the original Numenorian royal banner. Preserved in our southern colonies for thousands of years, coming back now in strength to reclaim our ancestry and dominion of northern lands. The banner flies high like in ages past. There's a few grammar issues with that, but, you know, nothing too major. Alright, we'll put him back up to Beradvin. Can we actually train anything here? No, I think we need this meeting hall, don't we? Where is that? We'll queue that up. Wait, we can't get it here? What? I'm sorry? Wait, how do we get our, Azur Zaire? Didn't we get that from the meeting hall? I'm sorry? Okay, well that is really weird because we should be able to get them unless... Oh no, it's just the Mont and Bailey here. Okay, that's what it was. But Azur Zaire units will be pretty effective in this campaign. It's weird to say, but they're so cheap and, I mean, Enedwaith as a faction has lower armor, except here they are at the Leodon Spearmen. These are the guys I was talking about. If you take Daer as Enedwaith, you will unlock these guys and a Leodon Halberd unit. And they're basically equivalent to our spears and halberds, but it gives Enedwaith a more heavily armored option. Let's keep checking around here. Looks like Isengard took Gund. We'll end that turn. And then prepare for our attack on Lond Angren, because that settlement can also make us quite a bit of money. And then maybe go for Baloran later, or expand north up the river. I think we'll go up the river some more. But definitely we want Lond Angren because it is coastal. I think, don't the ports give you culture bonus as the Ar-Adûnâim? I'm not sure if they do. I'd have to check that out. I feel like they need something to give them more culture. Siduri got its Merchant's Guild. Should we take that? It's not going to give us much money. We're not going to take that at the moment. It's not worth the expense. Bradvin got your Dark Sanctuary, so we'll start converting this population. Maybe if the Sanctuary did like a 2% bonus for them, it would be better. And maybe gave some law. I don't know. We do have a new family member. How is our family tree looking anyway? We have Ar-Gimilkhad married to Ferandizil. And we have one blood son, or two blood sons, Gimilzor and Gimilthon. Two daughters, Inzulbeth, who is married to Astamir, and Zimrafel, who can also marry. And we have four grandchildren, Zorzagar, Mundamir, Farazan, and Gimilzagar. So, great family. This is very wide. I like it. It looks like they didn't attack us, so I kind of want to get more watchtowers built. It's risky, but if anyone can do it, it's definitely Gimilzor. Let's put that right here. Get eyes on Harrod. That is a large army here. If you are to take Harrod, you will unlock the Faolon warriors, which are the Falksmen I was talking about. Alright, now you, Astamir, let's have you meet up with these troops. How far down is Lond Angren? I think it's just over here. Let's grab all of these units. We shouldn't need too much. This army should be fine, honestly. Where is our spy? Oh, you're almost there. Let's have you get up here, get us some tabs on this region. And there's Grima Wormtongue doing what Grima likes to do, sticking his tongue in worms. Alright, and I think that's it. Any more watchtowers that we should build? I mean, we could use Gimilthon, but we have to walk quite a distance. There's no roads here. But as far as we can get. We'll go ahead and do that, just so we can keep him in Siduri for that culture there. Let's keep it on low taxes for a minute, just so that we can kind of work on keeping that public order high. And And we'll end that turn again. So we're doing okay. Beruthiel is making us no money, but there is that devastation patch where Enedwyth was sitting. Devastation will cause a huge loss in income, so it can actually work to your benefit if you were to leave an army on enemy lands to kind of weaken their income. But it's the AI, they don't care about money. They have as much money as they want. Okay, so Gimilkhad, or whatever his name was, he will make one more watchtower on the western side there, on the northern border of Ulkfood, and then we'll have him walk back up to, what's it called? Bale. Where the heck was Bale? Oh, that's right up here. That's where Bale is. So we could get the Raiders Guild. Is that what gives us the income bonus? Or the melee weapon? Yeah, it does. So I think we'll take that in Siduri. Just because then we can send our units from Daer over to Siduri for that weapon strength. Now we got our conscription camp here, so now we can recruit some more Enedwythian units, which is great for us. Now we should probably work on our culture though, so let's get that Dark Sanctuary. Now we can get Dunlending Horsemen. I don't know if I want to recruit Dunlending units here or not. I didn't edit that. That's just how it's been. I might just try not to recruit them unless we're in proper Dunland region. So I think I'll just ignore this and the Axemen. Alright, so there you got your Dark Sanctuary, so this is looking good. Should we go for the second tier and get the Dark Shrine? That would give us some happiness, but it takes 6 turns. Maybe we get land clearance. Or no, we should get the Builder's Halls. Let's get those and start saving money. Astamir, march down a little bit more. Yep, there is Lond Angren. They only have 1 guy in it. This will be a quick and easy settlement to take. With quite a few buildings and a port. The port is very nice to see. They do have this army, but yeah, they're not going to make it in time. Make sure no one's on our flanks. Looks like they have Captain Fiongal. If we have to fight him, we will. And Gimilkhad, make that watchtower, please. I don't want any surprises. Let's get one over here as well. Didn't look like it did anything, but that's fine. Our Beruthiel is making us a little more money as that devastation recovers. And we'll get diplomacy with Isengard and Dunland later. But we will, of course, be fighting Dunland, so there's not much of a need to be on good relations with them. We will go ahead and finish this episode off with the assault on Daer, and then we should be just over an hour there, post-edits. Dear man, Isengard does get a very strong army to start with, and they tend to expand quickly westward. I don't know why they don't just use their army to crush Rohan, but, you know, it is what it is. Thankfully, the end turn times are still very fast, and thankfully my modifications are pretty stable. Whoa, Bree already lost its faction leader? Hold on. Hold on. Did Angmar get to Bree already? No, they must have just taken him out. Oh, maybe they must have taken Mangalan with him. Yeah, they must have taken Mangalan with Barlaman and then lost him there. Wow. That is sad. That is tragic. I wonder if that script should be turned off for the AI. The High Elves did ally with Enedwyth, so it looks like we won't get any High Elf alliances, but that's fine. They will be a strong enemy for us in the late game. And thankfully we are still balancing our economy just fine. We got that meeting hall, so we can start to train Ezrazyre Raiders when we want. Now let's go ahead and get the Mason's Hall. And Sacklethor, we don't have much of a need for you. Let's just have you check for other ships. To see if Enedwyth wants to train anything, we can destroy it. And yeah, looks like we will go ahead and attack at Long Angren. Can we get any mercenaries? We get some bandits, but we don't need it when there's only Biothane here. And I don't think they have any garrison units set up. Nope, they don't. So let's go ahead and take Lond Angren really quickly. And I guess we'll have to exterminate the populace here. I hate doing it. Maybe we won't have to. Maybe with low taxes because it's a town. Maybe we can make it work. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, let's have the bandits just go up first. Bowman, just shoot at whatever you want. And here is our general's standard bodyguard. Basically just a shorter unit version of the Royal Guard with like 1 or 2 less attack. But equivalently, just the same unit, just you only get 48 of them. I feel like this guy should have a helmet. I feel like he shouldn't be out here without a helmet. That's a little risky for one of the Kingsmen, I feel. But even the officers are set up here. This will be a quick battle, since they have nothing here to defend Lond Angren with. But this is a very important settlement. If you guys play Anadwyth in the next version, I highly recommend taking Lond Angren. It will make you quite a bit of money. Now, we are going to be arcing our shots here, so we're not going to get the best accuracy, but we can probably kill a few of the clan heralds. Now, the question is, should we use our general's bodyguard to fight these guys? I think we will. We'll just send him in and see what he can do. Now, it might be a little risky, but I think it'll be fine. I don't think any more of these guys are going to die. Let's use the bandits, actually, just to absorb the ballista, not the ballista shots, but the javelins. Oh, pull back, guys, pull back. Don't get javelins thrown at you just yet. Let the bandits take it. They are the poor ones. Even here, yeah, we're not going to get good contact with our bows. This unit might be okay. It's whatever. Send these guys off and fire at will. Alright, let's get you guys in there. Bandits just need to keep occupying their time. And now we should be okay in melee with these Royal Guard. I mean, they vastly outclass the Clan Heralds. Roughly the same attack, but of course our defense is way higher.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
And man, these spears look nasty. I would not want to get stabbed with one of those. How are the defensive stats? So we have 16 of our defense is in armor, and 9 of that is in defense skill, and 6 of that is in shield. So even against the AP javelins, their shield value will protect them from quite a bit of that damage. Although I feel like javelins may ignore shields, they may not. I don't think they do. First sons of every common-born family of the king's men are put through a grueling set of trials on reaching manhood. Those who excel survive the ordeal are selected to receive additional training. Oh, where am I? Uh-oh. At a demanding barracks that is modeled in the style of the bastions of the south. Those who show a certain level of grit and determination are put forward as recruits for the household guards of the various lords of the Ar-Adûnâim, tasked with protecting the palaces and holdings of their lords. Naru Inaru is Adonaic for king's men, for these men are the heirs of ancient Numenor, and some among their ranks are able to trace their lineage back to that original Numenorian lords that are founded the various Numenorian colonies to the south of Middle-earth. They claim allegiance to the ideals of Ar-Pharazôn the Golden, last king of Numenor, and do not acknowledge the legitimacy of the line of Elendil. They hope to conquer Gondor and name one of the line of Beruthiel as a new king. The Naru are formidable combatants, trained to fight in disciplined ranks and equipped with the finest arms and armor from the armories of the Ar-Adûnâim. They are rarely deployed in battle except when the lords of the Ar-Adûnâim themselves are marching to war. So I did notice there is a typo there. Lineage needs to be lineage. Well, these clan heralds have actually held the line quite well. Where spearmen do have a slightly lower attack stat against infantry. But if we just surround them, they'll die pretty soon, I hope. Come on, let's just kill off this general. Old school versus new school. Middlemen versus Numenorian blood. Who will live and who will die? Probably the middlemen. They just do not have the skill, experience, arms, or veterancy that we do. Oh, wow, looks like our general there actually got pretty bloodied up. I didn't even realize he must have been on the front lines the whole time. What a badass, like, what a Chad right there just fighting at the front line. These bandits can just saw it off. They're done. Probably just disband them or something, or send them to go raid the enemy land and cause some devastation. Maybe use them to distract the clansmen of Anadwyth. Alright, looks like it's just the man himself left. He can't throw any javelins because he is by himself. Will we get a charge here? If we get a charge, he should be dying very quickly. What is the charge actually anyway? Was it like 6? Not terrible. Okay, yep, here we go. Charging with the spears. Jump attacks, stabs from all sides. Of course, they do kind of bug out on that charge. And he is done. He could not last long. Now our men, looks like, are they going to celebrate? No, these ones aren't going to. 47 to 76, of course, all those losses were our poor bandits, but the king's men don't need to die in battle, just the bandits do. Now I do wonder in the lore of this, would all of our king's men, would all of our Ar-Adûnâim men have equal lineage to that of the ancient Numenorians in the ways that they should live for hundreds of years? Or would their blood have been diluted in the colonies to the south? I would imagine that they probably have quite a few Southron, and there's probably a few trollmen blood in these guys. I'm sure some ancient Numenorian man was like, ooh, that troll woman looks kind of hot actually. I don't want to think of that. All right, now let's occupy it. Let's put this taxes on low. 70% is exactly what we want, and let's get that meeting hall. Anything that we can get rid of here for public order doesn't look like it. Let's get rid of the Hunters Guild though. And this is the seat of the Pirates. Oh yes, they added the text to these. These didn't used to exist. So when you play as Enedwythe, they will tell you all of the information on that clan. Those did not used to be in here like a week ago, so that is new. Seat of the Leodon, and then Minhirith doesn't have one. But alright, this is looking like a great campaign so far. We've taken our first 4 settlements, and we are conquering Enedwythe slowly but surely. Let's take that fort, and then, yeah, you'll stay there for 1 turn. We'll make some more money, and we are doing alright. So, eventually we should take Alkfood. If we rush Alkfood this early, we will make a ton of money. There is Moot Speaker Tremak with the new Moot Keeper unit. Basically the same unit, but it throws axes now. And I think we're a little better in melee. I like these guys. Although I do miss how overpowered Tremak's bodyguard used to be. He's a little weaker now. And they do have some Enedwythe cavalry. Their Union unit here, 10 charge, 8 attack, 16 defense. Very solid, very solid units. And they do have the, this is the Union unit. So should you play Enedwythe and you conquer basically all of the clan seats, take all of Dunland and take Tharbad, you will unlock the Tir Crosoil Casantoiri, is I think how you pronounce that. I need them to put a little pronunciation guide on this unit. But these are the Guardians of Enedwythe, but now they throw axes, although they carry spears. I don't know what's up with that. Definitely subject to have some changes done on them. They're incomplete, but of course this is the beta. But yeah, guys, that will be it for today's episode. We made some solid progress, and I look forward to recording episode 2 and seeing you guys on the next one. So this is Sir Ar-Gimilkhad, and I hope you guys have an excellent end to this year. Happy holidays and happy new year.